What now?
What now? Let me tell you what now. I'm gonna call up a couple of hard-hitting Panthers, Spartans, Trojans, and Titans, and go to work on the homes here with a pair of tackling dummies and a blocking sled. You hear me talking to you, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by a dang sight. I'm about to vote for you for Record Journal Athlete of the Week. Let's do it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome to the Week 4 edition of Record Journal Athletes of the Week. And Aaron, we will remember Week 4 as being the week where the sun didn't shine, brother. It's funny, you know, Aaron and I, we sometimes we do this show on the fly, and we squeeze it in when we can. But Aaron, this week it feels like we're NASA, you know, canceling our moon launch every other day for various reasons, the details of which I will not bore you. But suffice it to say, it's Wednesday morning. You're now watching this Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock. We've got our winners from Week 3. Congratulations to Mr. Morgan Stone, Miss Emily Hart. We've got our Week 4 slate of candidates. And Aaron, hey, we're making the best of a gloomy situation. You know, we're down here at Harbor Park in Middletown. We got a beautiful backdrop with the frigate and the bridge. We got a field trip coming in. We might be totally overrun by stampeding children in about 5 minutes. We're going to try to make this brief, but not too brief, because you know what? Even though it's been a gloomy week, we got some neat stuff happening. We like our slate of candidates for this week. It's come together nice. And even though we're delayed here with our show, it gives us, Aaron, and I'm speaking, of course, as not only a Red Sox fan, but a baseball fan, an opportunity to tip the cap and acknowledge Aaron Judge's historic feat of 62 home runs. Aaron, I'm psyched, dude. I gotta be honest. I'm just really, really happy for Aaron Judge, and I think any fan of baseball is one of the greatest single-season feats in MLB history. Tremendous. And Aaron, I gotta say, I've been pulling for him to win the Triple Crown. It's not going to happen. He's not going to catch the dude from the Twins, and it's unfortunate because Triple Crown is just, you know, once in a generation stuff. I was psyched when Miggy Cabrera got it for the Tigers in 2012, because it was the first time in 45 years since Mr. Carl Yastrzemski, and the year before that, Mr. Frank Robinson. I was pulling for Judge. You know, if he had gotten the Triple Crown, he'd be right up there in Yankee history with Lou Gehrig and Mickey Mantle, the only other two Yankees to do it. So it goes. Nonetheless, Mr. Aaron Judge in the history books for all time in Major League history. Okay, on that note, Aaron, let's get on with it, because we're here to talk about our Record Journal Athletes of the Week. We got 3 football players, and we've got a nice little assortment from the girls. I think, Aaron, I'd like to start with the girls, because we've been starting with the guys all the time, and I don't know why, because we're gentlemen. We like the girls to go first. And we're going to start with the girl, Aaron. I had you get her picture on Monday, and honestly, young lady, you caught our eye right from the beginning. First meet, I said, whoa, this girl, she's a freshman. Look at these times from the Meriden Co-op. She's a freshman. Get ready and get used to this name. Another one you're going to be hearing, because you're hearing it now. She is Maloney freshman, Miss Addison Marcoya. Addison Marcoya, freshman. And I'll tell you what, through Meriden's first 5 meets, she's won every race she's been in. 5 for 5 in the 500 freestyle, 4 for 4 in the 200 free. She also tried her hand at the 200 IM and won that race, part of 7 freestyle relays that finished in first. Addison Marcoya, telling you, for meet 1, your times popped off the page. You are girls nominee number 1 here in Week 4. Welcome to the varsity scene. All right, our 2 other girls nominees. Aaron, this is, I got to tell you, we went into Monday, and it was a very busy Monday, and I said, we're going to keep an eye on a couple things, specifically from Cheshire and Southington, because the girls' teams there are doing very well. Southington field hockey and girls soccer and volleyball. You know, same with Cheshire. Cheshire girls soccer, unbeaten. One of only 3 unbeaten and untied teams in the state. Top of the Class LL ranking. So we're going to see not only which girls we're going to do well, but which teams we're going to do well, because Cheshire and Southington have been doing so well. Our field trip's coming in on the right now. So if we pick up the outside interference, Aaron, it's okay. It's a lovely group of kids coming in. And it's a lovely group of kids we got for girls nominees number 2 and 3. Let's get at it. Cheshire. Girls soccer? Sue Bavone's volleyball team? No. Field hockey. Miss Kia O'Donnell's field hockey team. They're cruising along. They're 7-2. And this girl's been on the radar. She's been scoring some big goals. She doesn't score a ton of them, but she's always there at the key times. She is Miss Gigi Ronaldo. Gigi Ronaldo, a senior. She had the goal in last Wednesday's 1-0 win over rival Brantford. And about a week or so before that against Guildford, the reigning SEC and Class M state champion, Guildford. Cheshire's down 1-0 late, and Gigi sets up the game-tying goal and then scores the game winner in overtime. So Gigi, it's a little overdue, but you're here, babe. You are here. Gigi Ronaldo, girls nominee number 2. Third, final nominee from Southington. Who is it going to be? Aaron Luddy's field hockey team is doing very, very well. Rich Heights' volleyball team, as always, doing very well. Mike Linehan, also from girls soccer. Such a quality program. Our choice from volleyball. She is senior setter, Miss Haley Weiner. Haley Weiner, what a week she's been having, and don't just take my word for it. I'm going to get this wrong, Aaron, because it's one of those acronyms. You're kind of like Association of Coaches Volleyball, the Volleyball Coaches Association, basically a nationwide organization, picked her as Connecticut's Player of the Week. She's our Player of the Week, too. She's had 3 straight 30-plus assist games for the Lady Knights. That's included 2 against Conard, which is beating everybody else. Southington beat them twice in a week. That included the other night in Southington. Haley had 38 assists, 17 for 17 at the service line. Man, tell you what, and just FYI, earlier this year against Glastonbury, a 5-setter, she had 58 assists. That boggles my mind. That's like 62 home runs there. Almost, just 4 shy. Haley Weiner in the midst of a fantastic senior season. You are girls nominee number 3 here in week 4. How's that field trip going, Aaron? I'm kind of a little jealous. I really want to get on that boat. You told me to bring my Jack Sparrow stuff. And I'm not so much a Johnny Depp fan, but Johnny Depp modeled his Jack Sparrow character on Keith Richards, of whom I am a fan. So 6 degrees of separation. I don't hear about Kevin Bacon. Keith Richards is 6 degrees of separation. All right. Who are our 3 boys nominees? They're all football players. We had a great week of football in week 4. All our teams pretty much won. There's one exception. I think Lyman Hall did not win. Want to see the Trojans get back at it, but everybody else was a winner. That included the Platte Panthers out of Plainville. They won 42-7, and a guy was in the middle of that right here. Senior wide receiver, Mr. Vito Church. 9 catches for 108 yards, including 2 touchdowns. Hey, Vito has 18 catches on the year. He is Platte's leading receiver. With him, Avery Robinson and the Panthers can really stretch the field. You know, it's funny, Aaron. When I was a young man, how are you, sir? Going through our list of candidates for Record Journal Athletes of the Week. I'll even let your little dog vote, too. Talking about Vito Church. You know, when I was a young man, Aaron, in the 70s, the Denver Broncos had this great wide receiver, and his name was Rick Upchurch. And Sports Illustrated had this great headline one week. It was, the Broncos go to Upchurch on Sunday. Well, the Panthers go to Vito Church on Fridays. 18 catches for Vito. He's a player. He's also a defensive back. He's a big, big part of the Platte machine. Congratulations to you, Vito, boys nominee number 1 here in week 4. Our second nominee, he is from Sheehan High School. We had a girl, Addison Marcoya, a freshman nominee. We've got a boys freshman nominee, Mr. Brady Rosacci, freshman running back, just a freshman, man. The dude had 167 yards last week in a win over Wilbur Cross, 47-6. He had 2 touchdowns. It was, for Mr. Rosacci, his second straight 100-yard performance, third straight game in which he scored 2 touchdowns. On the season, 472 yards. Kid's just getting started. 4 games, 472 yards. Brady Rosacci, good to have you aboard. You are boys nominee number 2. Okay, third and final nominee. He is, I'm going to get right to it, no big introduction, from Wilcox Tech. He's a Southington kid, defensive end, Mr. Connor Fletcher. Got to talk to Connor on Saturday. It was, it was a gloomy Saturday. What do you know? And I said, I'm going over to Wilcox Tech football. Maybe the boys will cheer me up. And they did. They beat O'Brien Tech 30-7. Connor and his buddies on defense really played an exceptionally good game against an O'Brien team that runs a lot of formations. Against Wilcox, they didn't run them well because Wilcox was really prepared. Because I'll tell you what, Coach Alonzo Relaford, he knows his stuff. I've known that for a while, listening to him up in the press box during Wilcox games in years past. He knows his stuff. He's head coach now. He's got that team playing very well. They were well prepared for O'Brien. Like I say, a lot of formations, including the old single wing. And not only was it the single wing, they were hiking to like a different dude who was in at quarterback like every other snap. And Connor Fletcher and the guys were well prepared. I'm going with Connor because he had 2 sacks, but really the whole unit played so well. Connor said, hey man, we were prepared for everything. Indeed they were. Wilcox Tech 2-2 under coach Alonzo Relaford. Good for you boys. Your man Connor Fletcher is boys nominee number 3 here in week 4. Aaron, on that note, I'm going to take my leave of our fine friends at home because obviously I've been drinking too much coffee this morning. I want to give my best to my man, Aaron, and tell everybody at home, go online, myrecordjournal.com/sports to vote for Record Journal Athletes of the Week, our nominees. Got between now and Sunday, we'll bring you the winners next week. New slate of candidates, hopefully on a nice, fine, sunny day where we don't have to make use of a fine river scene to brighten the scene. Though, Aaron, I did want to wear this today to, keeping with our NASA delayed rocket theme, I wanted to kind of be some type of celestial orb brightening the sky. Whether I failed or succeeded in that is up to you, the viewers at home, and maybe it will be reflected in our voting totals. Folks, thank you for watching. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Record Journal. Be good.